Hi friends, host Eric here again to clarify something that people seem to get confused about somewhat. When I say something is a TI question, what I mean is it's a question that can be solved using introverted thinking only, and that doesn't mean it's not susceptible to being solved via intuition. If you really want to check your TI questions to see if they've been TI'd, you'd ask the person, really, I guess, to talk through their thought process. So as I talked through my thought process in the last one, I went through a succession of steps adjusting the map each step of the way. I said, okay, well, he got $100, so then the loss is $100. Then he gets some stuff in his cart. Okay, so now he's at like now the guy's at like a minus $170. So, okay, and that if he were to just walk out with the cart and the money, he'd be at 170. But no, he goes to the cash register, he gives the guy back the 100. Okay, so now the guy's down to 70. The guy gives him 30 change. Okay, now the guy's back down to 100, and he leaves with the goods and the money. That's a TI way of processing that question, is to just go through it step by step and see how each step impacts where you are on the keeping track map, right? It requires a certain amount of SI as well, I guess. And that's why, if you can't be higher than, I mean, you're always fourth or fifth with SI. I'm sorry. You're always fourth or fifth with TI when SI is polar. So, the thing is, when I ask a TI question is simply a way to see if people use TI in response to prompts customized to be solvable by only using TI. It doesn't mean there are not other possible ways to solve them. There's nothing TI implicit in the question being asked. It's simply a prompt for which accurate answers generally need a person to use TI. The way I talked through my process here, as I just demonstrated again, after my initial wrong NI on that question, which led me to say 130, that process is TI. The process that you just walked through again here. The point is, many types will intuit first, then check. Like me. I intuited 130, but my TI checked because that's my operational value. But my dominant nature is intuition. Now, note, I didn't NE first. I immediately knew an answer, but also I didn't have any faith in that answer. So, what that would suggest is NI ignoring, which is I get an NI answer and then ignore it and check it to see if it makes sense. The point is that many types will do that, intuit first, then check, and the question isn't the point here. It's that people attend to this question in interesting different ways. So if we want to evaluate how introverted intuition plays out in an introverted sensing dominant person, we'd note that they might end up with the same intuitive conclusion, but I posited that it's possible that, say, an NI Dom, who also NI'd the correct answer right away, would describe the situation more in terms of all the additional information is a red herring, and the only relevant piece of information is the initial theft, which is in some regard less NI satisfying than simply saying the equivalent of what Oliver said, which is, well, there's only one crime, so there's only one loss. Anyway, that's just some musings on this, and I just want to make that clear. We need to remember when I say something's a TI question, I mean it's been customized such that if you attend with introverted thinking to this problem, you'll get better results than if you attend via some other attentional manner, or at least more consistently good results, right? So when I test for NI, sometimes you can get a situation where if somebody has a weak enough understanding of that attentional manner, or weak enough habits of attention regarding that, then they will literally be unable to even provide an answer. With TI questions, quote unquote, you can always guess an answer. With a question that asks you to make more concise a long sentence, you can't guess an answer because you have to produce something of your own generation. And whether or not you're attending naturally towards taking away the key points in a given thing, or whether or not you're attending naturally to all the details, well, that's going to tell me something about where your introverted intuition is in the stack, right? But it might also reveal some other things. Like if in fact you don't even get the concept of the question, and instead of making it more concise, you try to make it more verbose, then it may just simply be a problem where you don't know the meaning of the word concise and think it means something else, and I just need to clarify that. So who knows, but the point is, not every question that's designed to test something fails to give information about other things, and few questions are so successfully crafted that they give information exclusively about one thing. It's pretty difficult to do that. So anyway, thanks for your comment, Octavio Silva, and I hope this video has been edifying.